Kevin Samuels, blaming Kevin Samuels for why her boyfriend left her. Blaming Kevin Samuels now. RIP to the GOAT, but women are still blaming him.
Have y'all ever had a relationship fail because of the type of content that your boyfriend was watching? I just saw this girl, and I'm gonna tag her below, and she was talking about how she lost her boyfriend to red pill content. Well, I basically lost my boyfriend to manosphere content, and that was the beginning of the end. I didn't know it though. One day, I came home. I was in my vanity room. Okay, I have a room just for myself with my clothes and my makeup. In that room, I have a TV. One day, my ex, he comes in my room where I'm decompressing, mind you, and he goes on my TV and he says, "Baby, I want you to watch this creator with me." Okay. And I said, "Oh, okay," because at this point, me and him has been together for about a good 3 years. So I feel like when he was suggesting content to me, it's because he thought that I also might enjoy it. So I said, "Oh, okay. What type of content does he make?" And he says, "Well, he comes on his platform and he invites women on there and he basically argues with them." And I shit y'all not, the first question that came out of my mouth after he said that was, "Is he gay?" Because in my
That's always the thing they say. When women don't like something a man says, when women don't like a man holding them accountable, when women don't like a man with standards, when women don't like a man who stands up for himself, he's gay, he's sassy, he's controlling, he's abusive. What other words? Put them in the comments. Some of the things they usually say. And first of all, Kevin Samuels wasn't arguing with women. Whatever energy they brought, he gave it back. That's all he did. He was nice to people who are nice to him. Because some of these women were not used to talking to a man who held his ground. They were used to talking over men and shouting at men. So when they came on his platform and he's like, no, this is how we're going to hold the show, then they're like, oh, he's sassy, he's gay because he didn't put up with BS. That's what women do all the time. The moment the guy has standards, oh, he's gay.
mind, I don't know an actual real man who goes out about his way to argue with a woman just to tell her about herself. Because in my reality, okay, that don't happen, right? I didn't grow up with men who were around me that did that type of shit. And the ones that did do that type of shit, they were gay. So that's why I asked that question. He starts to laugh and he's like, "Nah, he's not gay. It's just that he likes to debate. He likes to go back and forth with the women and tell them how they're wrong." And I was like, "Okay, okay, just go ahead and put it on." This motherfucker gonna put on Kevin Samuels. Mind you, I did not know who the hell he was at that point, and most people didn't know who he was at that point because he didn't blow up yet. He puts him on, and mind you, I'm just listening because I'm not watching. I'm taking off my makeup and shit. I'm hearing the content. I'm just like, I look at my ex at one point. I'm just like, "Can you take him off my TV, please?" So my
Rather than hating on a man who passed away a long time ago and spending so much time on your makeup, which lets me know you don't like the way you look without the makeup, you could spend some of the time doing something else that could be helpful to your health.
my ex just starts to laugh and he's like, "Oh, what, you don't like him?" I'm like, "Hell no, I don't like him." And then I start to like question him, like, "Why the fuck would I like him?" So fast forward, me and my ex get into an argument. So we get into this fight, and basically he asked me why I wouldn't do something, like, or why I wasn't like taking him serious or paying attention to him about some shit he was trying to say. I can't really remember, but I told him I cannot take you seriously because you don't pay any of my fucking bills. That's why I'm not taking shit that you're saying seriously.
Oh my god. You guys, I've said this like 1,000 times. I told you guys, women nowadays claim a real man is one who pays bills. Like you could be a nice person, respectful to people, you go to job, you've never committed a crime, let's say even you have kids, let's say you're a single father, you have your kids, um, like upstanding citizen. They will say you're not a real man because you don't want to pay their bills. Oh my fucking god.
This motherfucker gonna say, "This is why women end up alone." I said, "What women do you know that are ending up alone?" He was like, "That's the shit that I see when I'm watching those videos." Because he started to watch just not only Kevin, but he was watching, other influencers who had the same type of content. So I told him, this is where I had to break it down for him a little bit. I had to hurt his feelings. I didn't really want to do it, but I'm just like, you getting out of fucking hand. Like, you really getting out of line. I was like, I don't know why someone like you is watching content from people like them. You, first of all, don't have the same money as them. You don't have the same lifestyle as them. You don't have the resources they have, and you don't have the platform they have. So why the fuck is someone like you being influenced by someone like that? You, a grown ass man, almost into his 30s, because at this point he was like 29, 28 or something like that. Almost into his 30s, you're listening to another grown man. You don't have your own ideology set. You don't have your own morals and values to follow. You're letting somebody else that don't even fucking know that you exist influence you.
Women are influenced every day by feminists on TikTok, like you. The reason you have 168,000 likes is because you are an influencer. All these people that likes your post, like something, whatever you, even if it's BS, it's a bunch of BS you're talking about. But clearly you influenced all these people. So when men have an influence that they listen to, you have an issue with it because you don't agree. Maybe Kevin Samuels was talking about men not to be with women who spend too much time putting loads of makeup on their face, rather than, you know what, I'm not even going to do it. So when men listen to other men, you have an issue with it. Like, men learn from other men's experiences. That's all. It shouldn't be such a big issue.
And you're a grown-ass man. You try to say you're a grown-ass man. That's fucking crazy. I didn't understand that. I really didn't. Because, yeah, social media is fun, but I cannot say I've ever been influenced by a fucking creator on here. Because, bitch, if you're trying to sell me some shit and I don't want it, I'm gonna keep fucking scrolling. If it sounds like some shit that don't sound right, I'm gonna let you know it don't sound right. But it's hardly ever I get influenced by somebody on here. And this grown-ass man wants me to take him serious. The one that's getting influenced by somebody. The one that don't pay bills. You want me to take you serious? What the fuck? I said you need to stop listening to the motherfuckers. Because they got you fucked up. And now you got me fucked up. He just shut the fuck up. He didn't say nothing else. He didn't say shit after that.
Why should he pay your bills? Like, why? Are you his wife? Like, what was so special that you're doing for him for you to feel like you deserve your bills to be paid by your boyfriend? Like, I need you to tell us, Mama. Like, write down a list of things you did for him whereby something you were supposed to do was supposed to be paying your bills. And then I'll be the first one to say that, you know what, you're right. With everything that you are offering him, your bills deserve to be paid. But you telling us how many times he should have been paying your bills without talking about what he was getting in return exactly. Because last time I checked, you're probably going to say you're a strong, independent woman who has a job and a career, that you make money. So if you make money, why should he pay your bills? I thought you're an adult. I thought you're a strong, independent woman.
And I was like, you know what, I'm going to talk to you when I get home, and I hung up, and that was the end of that conversation. I should have known that that was going to be a problem, okay? Now, another thing too, if you have a boyfriend that has, and this is not all of them, this was just the one that I had, and there are many others that are like him, okay? So please don't get this confused. Do not run with this shit, okay? Sometimes men, where they have an absence of a father in their life, if he sees a man talking about things that other men respond well to, then he will also try to adopt their ideas, adopt that behavior. Because they think that a man is teaching them something that they don't know. Because they didn't have one growing up. So now they're looking for that. Is what I'm trying to say. I hope I said that right. My thing is this though, if you're going to listen to them type of people, you got to make sure everything else in your life matches up with them too. Okay, not just your mentality about women. You got to make sure your finances match up. You got to make sure your looks match up. You got to make sure all the decisions that you make in your life got to match up with theirs too. See, it's more than just having, an influenced mind, right? If you really feel like how that person feels and you want your life to reflect that, you want to move how they move, you got to have your whole life looking just like how theirs look. And his life wasn't looking like that. Okay, like I said, he wasn't doing anything other than the bare minimum. And I really do feel like that was the beginning of the end. Tip of the iceberg. Also, it's no shade to Kevin Samuels. I know that man passed away. I'm not trying to disrespect him, but...
You already disrespected him. You called him gay. Like, this shit needs to stop. Like, there are so many things I would have said about this woman, but I'm a nice guy. And nice guys finish last. I know, I'm a nice guy. I'm a really genuinely nice guy. But I didn't disrespect you. At least I did my best not to. So don't walk it back. Like, keep that same energy. You called him gay. I understand women still hate Kevin Samuels even after 3 years after he passed. Crazy. Like as if they're never gonna die. This shit is so annoying because I'm
That
speechless.
was part of my story. Also, I do want to say this, okay? I saw some comments in my last video that they were saying I was rage baiting. Bitch, this ain't no fucking rage baiting. I told you what the fuck happened and I left. I hardly even responded to most of the comments on there because most people thought that I was just saying shit just because I wanted to get reactions. No, I gave my confessional, my testimonial, and I fucking left. Like,
I can't anymore. Oh my god. Let's go to the comments because I know the comments are probably gonna be hating on Kevin Samuels too. And then Kevin Samuels died alone. What did I tell you? Like I could see it from a mile away. Haters. Okay, sure. Kevin Samuels died alone. And you're alone too right now, bitch. Like, are we gonna talk about it? You're alone. You're alive. You're leaving, but you're alone too. So what's the issue? It's crazy how impressionable they are. Yeah, but when you're listening to gold digging channels teaching you how to get money from men, the Shira Sevens and what do they call it? Sprinkle Beach. It's not an issue. Look, mind you, Kevin Samuel said men should pay for everything, but they always skip those videos. They just watch the ones. Yeah, he said he said you're right, Mama. Kevin Samuel said men should pay for everything to women who deserve it, to women who are submissive, to women who are fit. I don't see nothing fit in this video. So if Kevin Samuel said men should pay for everything, I agree. But he said women should be fit, feminine, and friendly. Nothing friendly was in this video. There's nothing friendly about it. Anyway, man, what do you guys think, man? I mean, I'll still give her credit. I'll put her link down below in the description.